Drama in federal court today for a very unusual hearing. A district judge called in U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen and an ICE representative to have them explain why they should not be held in contempt of court. Lou Raguse was in the courtroom. He joins us now live. Lou?
What's at issue here is accusations that ICE did not return property to detainees after judges ordered those detainees to be released during Operation Metro Surge. And this hearing has been going on all day. In fact, it's still not over. U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen was just sworn in, is now testifying, trying to convince the judge why he should not be held in contempt. At St. Paul Federal Court, a debate over the rare but serious issue of contempt.
I think that with the very large number of orders that have been ignored by the federal respondents, I think contempt is warranted.
Immigration attorneys like Rachel Engebretson say ICE failed to return property to their clients after district court judges ordered their release from detention during Operation Metro Surge. Judge Jeffrey Bryan combined 28 such cases into a hearing to grill ICE and the attorney representing them, U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen, about why orders to return property were not being followed.
Don't worry, I didn't say anything out of your presence, Lou.
Rosen isn't commenting publicly, but in the courtroom came out very defensively, arguing with Judge Bryan for the first hour of the hearing. The judge said the possibility of Rosen's arrest for criminal contempt was on the table if he didn't answer questions, and civil contempt was possible if Rosen's answers were not sufficient. Rosen admitted in two of the cases that ICE lost the property belonging to the detainees, but he claimed federal officials went to great lengths to return property in the rest of the cases. At least one instance was superficial, a shoelace, but others were more serious.
But they were released from custody without access to essential property items, most commonly driver's licenses and employment authorization documents.
Now, it's unclear if Judge Bryan is going to rule at the end of this hearing on contempt. On the issue of criminal contempt, which would result in an arrest, that seems very unlikely based how things have gone. And the issue of civil contempt seems less likely as well because Rosen has shown that the vast majority of this property has now been returned. And in the cases where they lost the property, he made a showing with testimony that they made attempts to find it and they will reimburse those detainees that lost their property. But we will check back at 6 o'clock with an update.
Still such a remarkable turn of events, Lou. I know in the past other judges have threatened to call ICE leaders in for contempt hearings and it didn't happen. So we'll be interested to see what happens here. Thank you.